G'day everyone, back at Packing and Firearms. I've finished up for the day, so I thought I'd do a little bit of work on my little 1885. Last video you guys would have seen, I would have been doing a little bit of work on blasting the action and doing some stock work. So the stock is this monstrosity. It looks like absolute arse, and that's okay. It's not my finished stock. So this is just a stock that I'm using to make a template. I've mixed up some epoxy glue with wood filings and sawdust and everything to make a putty. And I've filled the stock, just a Winchester 1892 stock. I've filled it with the putty and then put it together with the 1885, and it does get together once the glue's dry. You pull it apart, it actually does make a fairly nice fit. If I can put it together, it won't fit much better than that right now because I'm doing a bit of welding. So that's what I wanted to show you guys now, some welding. Last video you would have seen the receiver looking very poorly. And the reason why this won't go all the way down right now is because this piece of weld right here is interfering with the fit. But I'm actually going to run some putty through the join to make it all very, very smooth and tight fit, with the final objective being to make a very close pattern that I can put in my stock duplicating machine and make a copy. And the copy will be made out of a decent wood like a walnut, or even hopefully a Turkish walnut. And then once I make a copy, I'll fit it to the stock, give it a final sand and finish, and it should be as good a fit as I can possibly hope to achieve. But before I do any stock work on the final product, I have to get the metal work 100%. So that's what I'm doing here. I've polished the receiver just roughly with some files and then some paper to get it roughly looking good. And now I've pointed out all the areas. I've been able to see a lot clearer and point out all the little divots, areas that either need to be filed more or filled with TIG weld. I will happily TIG weld a receiver as long as it's not near a load bearing section. So I will not TIG weld the band, where it attaches to the barrel. Nothing around there gets TIG welded. This is far enough away from the band that I don't have to worry about it. But anything that directly attaches the receiver to the barrel, I don't do it. And likewise, I don't do any of the recoil surfaces. So if the receiver has some damage in those areas, it's always going to look bad, in my opinion. It's never going to come good unless you want to take the risk of welding something that really shouldn't be welded. Sorry about that. So yeah, I don't have a problem with welding on the areas that aren't particularly load bearing, but yeah, this receiver, fortunately for me, the load bearing areas and the recoil areas, nothing really needed to be done. There is a little bit right there, which some people might say a bit suspicious, but it was done very low temperature, and it's really only a surface weld. There's a little bit of heat there, but it's, yeah, I wouldn't say it's, because these were actually only ever color case hardened or left in the blue mild steel for bluing. So these were never really ridiculously heat treated, at all. So I don't think it's going to be an issue at all, and I'll happily put a 357 Magnum barrel on that and shoot that all day long. So we're up to the polishing stage. Stock's coming along. I've decided I'm going to be using a 357 octagonal barrel. So I have to source a rifle with one of those for parts. And yeah, once I've got the barrel, I'll fit it and make another video. Catch you on the next one. Bye.